Hello everyone, Allie here, and welcome to the Gold Mine. Thank you so much for joining me here on another episode at Allie's Treasure Trove. Today, we do have another hot toy unboxing and review. Yes, I know, just a couple weeks ago we checked out that Anakin Deluxe with the STAP. Go ahead and link that up there if you missed it. And yeah, another one of my pre-orders just released. We do have the Clone Wars Television Masterpiece Series, number 21, AHSOKA TANO. So I am so excited ever since this one was revealed, along with, of course, the Anakin. I was like, I need it. I need AHSOKA. So, of course, then afterwards, they did show off the Rosario AHSOKA, which looks really nice, but still, this is the AHSOKA that I'm used to seeing and have known for years. So I definitely needed to have this one. Although I'm quite tempted by that other AHSOKA, which, not entirely sure. I think it's still for pre-order, probably releasing pretty soon. I think this was supposed to come out sometime last year, but it did just arrive via UPS at my house like last Friday. So excited to get to check her out here today. So I actually managed to peel off all of the like shipping stuff, so we could take a look at everything here without me needing to hide anything. A little bit awkward though because it's still slightly sticky. So I'm sure there's just gonna, in a couple years, it's gonna be like off-colored because like dust or something got on it. So that's a little unfortunate, but you know what? I'm glad I can just do whatever with this box without having to be like, guys, don't look here. But anyways, we do have another coupon for the people. You guys liked it when I said that last time. But if you guys were hunting anything, thinking, I like these hot toys, but I don't know, there's a 10% off coupon. That QR code will take you to the page for the hot toys that it works on. Only in-stock products, no pre-orders. But if you guys need a 10% off coupon, I don't know if it's one-time use only or whatever, but there you go. QR code. But anyways, before we get into this opening, do want to mention, this might be your first time here, you guys might not have checked in a while, but I'm participating in the Maxim 2022 Cover Girl Contest. So if you guys would like to help me get to be on the cover of Maxim magazine, make sure to go ahead and vote daily. It's completely free. Check out that link in the pinned comment down below for some more information. But anyways, let's go ahead and see what this animated AHSOKA looks like by swapping views here. I almost snapped into the corner. Wrong channel, wrong channel. But yeah, so this is Television Masterpiece Series number 21, 6 scale, Star Wars, The Clone Wars, AHSOKA Tano. So yeah, the Television Masterpiece Series really isn't that large. There's not many of them. The Anakin was television as well, because it's Clone Wars. The Movie Masterpiece Series, which is what I'm used to opening up more of, that is pretty high up there in terms of numbers. I do have, actually, probably a Television Masterpiece Series as well, because it's Disney Plus show. I do have Loki on pre-order. I was tempted to pre-order the Sylvie as well, because I liked her character, but I decided against it, decided to hold off, just because I like Sylvie, but also, I don't know, I just feel, I liked her, don't get me wrong, I really like the sculpt and everything. I was just like, I feel like there's gonna be more Star Wars stuff that I want down the road. I just try to focus my hot toys on Star Wars. So I do have the original Avengers, not the new 2012 version, but the original 2012 release of Loki. I almost got the Dark World one, but then they botched the sculpt, so I skipped it. I missed out on the Ragnarok one, which I liked the original blue outfit they teased for the Thor Ragnarok Loki, but then they changed it because people wanted the green, because they'd missed out on the original one. So then they did green, and I was like, it's too similar. And then now they've re-released, it's a new version for Endgame, right? For the 2012 Loki, so I don't have those. So I have the original one, and then I have the regular Loki. Not the President Loki, although I like the deluxe accessories. I just didn't feel the need to have two, so weird, you know, like I'm obsessed with Loki. You think for me, I would have to have all of them, but I'm very, very picky, especially something this large and this expensive. You know, it's gotta be like top tier 10 out of 10. So if I'm like, I tend to hold off. Now, sometimes I've held off a bit too long, like I just didn't pre-order. I was like, I'll do it when I'm closer to release, just because I was like, I don't feel like locking up a couple $100 at this point on the Director Krennic, as well as the Count Dooku Hot Toys. So I missed out on those. Those are quite up there. So I don't think I'll ever pick those up. So my recommendation would be, if you see a hot toy that you like, the deposit's non-refundable, so if you do change your mind, you're kind of out of luck. But if you see something you like, just put it either like a pay in advance or payment plan or whatever, and just like forget about it. Just be like, oh, nice, I pre-ordered it, sick. Because That would be my recommendation. If you try to time it, I don't know that's going to work out for you. It hasn't worked out for me, so I would recommend just go ahead and pre-order it. But yeah, so I was really curious when they announced this one. I was like, okay, animated Ahsoka, how is that going to translate to this type of figure? Of course, as we saw, they just used the Hayden Christensen head sculpt for that animated Anakin. But yeah, so I'm seeing, honestly, not so much up here, but looking down here, to me, it does capture parts of Ashley Eckstein's, I think it's the lips, and just the position of her eyes reminds me of Ashley, but it does also have, I feel like, a Rosario design to it as well, maybe in the cheekbones, but I can see kind of like a mesh of them, so I really am liking this here, so I'm curious to see. All right, so here is another side preview, and I'm curious to see what she looks like in person, because of course, you know, not all Hot Toys are created equal. Usually, if I don't pre-order them, I'll go down to a local comic book store. It's actually straight up just down the street from the Titan Card Shop. But Emerald City Comics, and they'll get in several. And if you ask nicely, they might let you look at a couple of them and pick out which is your favorite sculpt. Just because just slight differences in the paint can really change the way things look. So each figure does vary slightly, but this looks really cool here. I like how her mouth is like a bit open. I like that. So they do such cool previews. Let me show you guys full screen. Hot Toys always makes really cool like insert imagery. It's like I could never pose her this well, but maybe I could, you know, inspirational artwork for posing. But anyways, let's get back into it. All right, so what is her final design here? Okay, so we got extra hands. Oh, I like the way she looks. Who are the holograms? There's an Anakin, there's a Yoda. I'm assuming Obi-Wan up top, although it's a little hard to see with the glare. Thermal detonator. Not sure what that is just quite yet. Alright, she's looking good. We got the lightsaber. One thing I like, of course, Ahsoka has two, so there's the two lightsabers, but I like the action. I like how we have those extra pieces, the extra hands. Alright, I don't think it's gonna be, but also I hope this video isn't like 50 minutes long like the Anakin. I mean, there's no STAP to assemble or anything crazy like that, so it shouldn't be that lengthy, but, you know. You guys know how I get sometimes. Sometimes we're just staring at stuff infinite. So this is not going to be a super quick opening, but hopefully not super long either. Alright, so the tray with the extra hands and the lightsabers are on top. I'm just going to move that off to the side for now. She does also have a poncho. So the Anakin had a poncho. She also has a, I would say poncho too. Hooded robe. I don't know what it's technically called. To me, it looks like a poncho. Alright, Ahsoka! Let's see. Alright. I like how her leku are protected. Oh man, this is such a cool looking figure. Oh, she has like a jegging material on. That's cool. Alright. So look at, she's so cool looking. So this one, as opposed to the box imagery, this one does look a bit more Dawson-y than I was saying the small picture on the front looked very Ashley. Not that that's a problem, just interesting. Like I said, each individual one is slightly different, but she looks really good. Man, I love how the eyes just... Hot Toys' eyes are always crazy. Especially with the ring light, it just gives them extra life because there's that slight glare, you know, for the lights of her eyes, like literally, so it looks like I'm holding a small person. And I will say it is easier for me to look at the monitor than it is to go like this and try and check it out. If you guys are like, Allie, why are you always looking to the left? And well, I'm looking to the right, but your guys is left. And it's just because I'm looking at the monitor. She looks so cool. She also has little eyelashes. I'm not sure if you guys can see, but she has painted on eyelashes. I don't mind the painted on eyelashes. I know some people, I mean, these aren't dolls, but for like Disney dolls, I do collect Disney dolls as well. I try not to, but you know, the 18-inch one, they're the, were they 16-inch? I don't know. I just got one today, the Megara, the Hercules anniversary one. I was like, oh, I saw that on, because I follow some doll people on Instagram. And they posted it, and I was like, ooh, I need it. When's it come out? And they're like, I don't know when it's coming out. I'm like, okay. And then I just got an email from the Disney store today. It's like, oh, Meg limited edition doll, 17-inch. Yeah, so 17-inch. I was like, is it 16, 18? Nope, right in the middle, 17 inch. So they do have rooted eyelashes. I like those for the fancy because they're supposed to be dolls. To me, these are like a mix between doll and action figure. So I feel like it'd be weird if she had rooted eyelashes. So I like the painted ones. Some Hot Toys have sculpted hair. I mean, AHSOKA has Laku, so it's sculpted. But some have sculpted hair, some have real hair. I feel like it can be hit or miss on both of them. So it's really figure dependent. I don't really have a particular preference. Sometimes it looks good with the sculpted hair. Sometimes it looks blocky. Sometimes the real hair, real, like synthetic, looks good. Sometimes it just looks like a cheap Barbie doll. You know, sometimes it just doesn't hit right. So I don't have a particular preference. So this does look super cool though. Love the paint job. Looking great. AHSOKA's looking great. All right. So let me extract her feet and her arms. Get a better look at her. We'll look at the... Right, is this Obi-Wan, I'm assuming? Look at the stands. We'll put her in her cape, and we'll try out the lightsabers, maybe switch a hand or two. So, all right. Like I said, I do appreciate how there is so much wrapping to prevent any kind of, like, color rub on the Laku, so I like that. One thing I've noticed is... Past Hot Toys, I struggle to get the arm plastic and the feet plastic off because it's like taped in the middle. I'm like, can y'all not do that? That just makes my life harder. I just want to slide them off. Instead, I just slid her hand off. All right. All right, AHSOKA, need your hands. Girl, what are you doing? Because I like putting everything back on, just so that way she's protected. So I hate having to, like, cut tape and anything like that. I was like, man, I wish it was just, I could put on and off. Wax on, wax off the hands. They're the plastic guard. Interesting. And rather than, like, a rounded peg, she has, like, a flat top peg. Interesting. I don't think the Anakin was like that. I think Anakin had round pegs. It's weird. I don't know that I've seen a flat top peg before. Alright. One thing that's a little odd. Ah, okay. Ooh, okay. I was like, she doesn't have elbow joints. Because that is something interesting, like, like, I ended up gifting it to my mom. I got it for me, and then I was like, let me gift it to my mom, because my mom's really into Wonder Woman. So the Wonder Woman with the cloak from the original film, not the 1980 whatever, 2 movie or whatever. The Gal Gadot Wonder Woman, she did have the rooted hair. That one looks nice. But she had the elbow joint. So if you took off her coat, she looked weird. Because it's just, you see the joint. A lot of Hot Toys do have joints because, you know, Jedis are wearing sleeves or whatever, maybe long outfits. So AHSOKA, I was like, oh yeah, can her arms move? They do. So I wonder, long term, she does have like a... Not the normal body. It's like squishy. Because obviously it needs to be able to bend. So, alright, that is interesting. I like how it leaves, like, realistic elbow creases. Like, it straight up just looks like a bent elbow. Which is kind of weird. This is kind of weird. This is, like, too realistic. I like it, but it's weirded me out a little bit. In a good way. Alright, I was like, man, are her arms not going to move? That's going to be awkward. I was like, how'd they get that pose on the box then? Alright, so actually, that was actually pretty easy. Let me just pop off her arm. Well, her hands. I mean, depending on which way you look at it, I popped off her arm from her hands, depending on which one I give priority to. I don't know what that is. I used to, like, default to, like, the Wii Shop music. And then I started doing something else recently, but I don't even know what that tune is. I feel like it's something I just made up. Sometimes I go to the original Star Trek theme. Alright, I like how our hands pop in easily. So I'm not sure if Hot Toys are switching to that new, like, flat top peg or what, but I like that. That was good. Sometimes I have difficulty with the regular pegs. But it was a nice solid click and good movement, and I pull on it a little bit and it seems fine. I'm always nervous. It looks like I didn't get this one in all the way. I'm always a bit nervous with hand joints, just because ever since I switched hands on my original Loki. Now this does seem kind of loose. So, definitely looser than the Definitely looser than that, well, her left. Her left hand. Oh, okay. So like I said, like this, sometimes I don't like taking off the hands because I feel like they're still just a bit too loose afterwards. So I'll be careful with that one. I'll be careful with that one. Alright, so she does have a normal armpit peg. It's just the elbow is covered. She's a really cool side profile. I think I like the side profile a bit better than the straight on profile, but she looks good. She does look good. It's interesting looking at how it has like the natural pull around her clothes as well. Interesting. Alright, let me extract her feet. Probably would be easiest just to straight up use these scissors. Again, I wish they didn't tape these closed. So that way... Oh, see, her hand came off. Alright, so I'm a little wary of that. I don't like that. Not super pleased with that. Also might not be the world's best idea to have my hair down while I'm using scissors. So let me pay a little bit closer attention to what I am cutting. I wasn't really before, and then I'm like, hold up, my hair's kind of in that general vicinity. Oh, that was actually, wasn't even the hand that I expected to pop off. Maybe it was just the angle. Interesting. Can AHSOKA T-pose? AHSOKA can T-pose. 10 out of 10. She can... Here's the thumbnail. No, I'm just kidding, but... Imagine this was just the thumbnail. Just T-pose AHSOKA. Alright, so let me finish cutting this tape. And get the hair out of the way. In the way that I intend to, not getting it out of the way by cutting it off on accident. That would be an interesting clip, though. And be like, Allie accidentally cuts her hair off trying to cut tape. Why doesn't this one want to come off? Why you not come off? I untaped you. Maybe is it slightly too tight? Do I actually have to peel the tape off again? I really like the details on her boots. Why are you not? You know, if I could get a closer look at them by getting the shoe protector off, that'd be sick. There we go. And I do like... Oh my goodness, we've been here for 20 minutes. Alright, infinite video. But I really like the fine details. So it does have a bit of weathering. So I like that. That's really neat. The weathering... Especially by the ankles for... It makes sense for these portions rubbing against each other. Her walking around and such. So that's cool. Ooh, I like her little bit of a heel she has going on here. Copyright 2022 Hot Toys on this side. Copyright Lucasfilm Limited on this one. Man, this looks cool. Why are you still T-posing? I mean, I know it's because I did that to you, AHSOKA. But why are you T-posing? This looks super cool. Alright, really digging her. I'm really, the arms, the covered joints on the arms with whatever type of material this is, I am really digging that. Here is the, I would say, pretty generic base. This is a pretty, this is the same design we've seen for a lot of things. I know some of the Cloud City Hot Toys have like a Cloud City base, but most of the Star Wars ones I have just have this. And of course, it does have the different nameplate so you can discern which is which. But this is the pretty generic base. There is the crotch holder. I don't know what else to call it. It's the other part of the stand. Put it together. Alright, so just like the Anakin, we do have a thermal detonator accessory. We do have the communicator pad. What are you? Not quite sure what that is at this moment. could probably figure it out by taking a look at the instruction sheet that is conveniently taped to the bottom. Because I am not sure what that is for. And we'll take a look at the holograms. Like I said, I'm assuming that's Obi-Wan up top. Ah, okay. That... Ah. That's an advancement in hot toy technology. I have not seen that before. So that stick is used. You can pull her face off. And this is the stick you can use. I guess one end is like magnetized or something because it's magnet inside. Oh no, the head is held together by a magnet. And her eyes, you can change the position of her eyes to have her look in a different direction. And you do that by stabbing the back of her eyeballs with this stick. That is nuts. I have never seen that before. Wow, okay. No wonder I didn't know what that was for. I'm like, is this some weird accessory? I don't know. Alright, and then of course the arms. Avoid setting the figure in the same pose for long periods of time, otherwise the arms can be damaged. That makes sense. Just because you crease whatever material. That crease probably will still be there. So it does have a 110-degree range of motion. Don't get the arms in touch with sharp objects, fire, or heat to avoid material damage. Don't rub the arms with thinner, benzene, alcohol, or any corrosive materials which could damage the material. Don't have it in Florida, too bad. Hot Toys, I'm ignoring that direction. Ah! I see. Okay, so that's how you get the Leku through the poncho. You pull her head off, and then you put the Leku on the outside of the poncho and you reattach the head on the inside. That's good to know. We'll do that. We'll do that. Ah, we can put our lightsaber on the belt. That's cool. That's cool. There's little pegs covered up in the lightsaber. And you can attach. Ah, and you can pull this off. That is cool. I'm nervous to mess with these. Ah, I see them though. I see them. I'm like, it's both sides, right? That went in the poncho. Okay. That's cool. That is really cool. That is really cool. That's actually really neat. Now, where'd the other one go? Here it is. Okay. I really like this weight pose. I like that. I made it just unintentionally. Alright, and then wielding hologram projector. Yeah, and then assembling the lightsaber. We know how to do that already. Alright, so that is really cool. Really, really neat. Really neat stuff. Alright, so where are the lightsaber hilts? Alright, we got some extra pegs, just in case we need them. Lightsaber hilts, I guess we can take them apart from... Alright, it's not like they're going to be turned on. Alright, so let me open these instructions once again. That is really cool. That is really cool. So, long lightsaber, right? Oh, it's here! Attach indicated accessories and lightsaber hilt. Ah, they're in the excess part area. Okay. Tape! Ugh, tape, my #1 enemy. I really wish these came like a little Ziploc or something. I feel like it'd make things a bit easier. Oh, 25 minutes, here we go. Oh, I hope this video is not 30 minutes long. Famous last words. Alright, so... Let's see, right. Here we go. Ah. This goes on the right side. And then that's so neat. That's such a neat function. I am really impressed. I am really impressed. GG Hot Toys. This is some Hot Toy technology I've not seen before. This is cool. This is really cool. Oh, and the arms look so good too. Oh, this is so neat. Love it. Love to see it. Love to see it. All right. I'm going to keep those together. Otherwise, I have a bad feeling I'm going to lose them. All right. So, where was the other one? I reattached it. All right. So, I have 2 on, 2 off. Okay. Okay. And, of course, lightsaber blade. And then here are the assortment of hands. We have Ahsoka using the Force. We have some grips. We have like an open. This is, I'm assuming, for the hologram, or this one. No. That looks like the, yeah, that's the regular hand, can be used to hold the hologram projector. This is a loose grip. There's a lightsaber grip. And then fist, if you want Ahsoka to punch somebody in the face, you can totally do that. Alright, that's cool. Cool stuff, cool stuff. And of course, her other lightsaber is the short one. And then if you want this to be in motion, here we go. Okay. And then there's for the larger of the 2 lightsabers. Alright, so I think last thing for us to do here is to put on the poncho. So, alright, I don't want to pull her face apart. I don't want to mess with that. That's a cool feature. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not wanting to do that today. Let's go ahead and remove her head. Oh, that's such a weird thing to say. Ahsoka, excuse me. Let me just do a little popskis. Oh, and her neck too. Her neck is the rubbery material. Oh, that's so interesting. That is so interesting. All right, so then we put poncho on. Poncho has a little clip to keep it shut. I know it said you can put the head in the poncho first. I want to see if we can put the body in first. Just curious. If it can be done the other way. Man, this clasp on the poncho doesn't want to close now. There we go. That was just operator error. Alright, I think I'm going to swap to this view here. I think we can look at Ahsoka head on now. So that is big old peg for her neck. And yeah, that's crazy that you could just separate her face like that. That is something like I said, I have never seen that before. All right, Ahsoka, let's get your head back on. There we go. Easy pop. Ah, I see. There we go. Anyways, it's not closed. It's not closed. I messed it up a little bit. I see why. It's easier. It's easier you put her on the head first to be able to position over her points. Oh. I don't know what they're called. I'm not big on Togruta anatomy. I don't know what that is. I just know that it's Leku for Togrutas, and I'm forgetting the other species name, like Hera, Ayla Sakura. Twi'leks. Oh my goodness. Allie's cancel me. Cancel me. I deserve it. But yeah, look at her. She is so cool. I love that you can adjust the position of the eyes. That is something incredible. I love her outfit. I love how they were able to do the arm and the elbow joints, cover it in that soft material. It does make sense, of course, if you leave it posed in one position for a while, it's gonna kind of keep that form. It's gonna have those creases. Like I said, it did make like a convincing elbow crease. And it's just, this is so cool. I'm curious to see what other characters that Hot Toys could make in the future using what they've done here with Ahsoka. The cover joints, the eyes. I'm just really impressed. I'm really impressed. This is just really cool. And I'm happy that I ordered her. I know a lot of people, at least people that I know that collect Hot Toys, that actually canceled their pre-orders once the Mandalorian Dawson Ahsokas went up for order. But like I said, this is the Ahsoka that I know, that I'm used to. Obligatory Mando check. I still haven't watched the Mandalorian yet. Hey, at least I got to see Obi-Wan, and I need Obi-Wan Hot Toys. I need Episode 5 Hot Toys. I need Episode 6 Hot Toys. It's like, y'all, you know, it's just a license to print money. I said this during the STAP opening. Y'all could just make every single Padme outfit, and I will buy it. You don't even have to change the sculpt. Make one good Portman sculpt for the face. Just use that. Just repeat it. I don't need y'all to be making adjustments. Just make one good one and go. I will buy all of them because I am a degenerate. It's a license to print money. Having the Star Wars Hot Toy license is just, you just make money. Just make more. More. Give us more. Anyways, I love my Ahsoka. I love my Ahsoka. I'll go ahead and give the Ahsoka, I'll give her a 9 out of 10, just because I'm a little worried about the hand joints. Like I said, I've said in every Hot Toy opening, because I did have the loose wrist issue with my original Loki since I switched out the hands. It's something I always like to check every time we take a look at a Hot Toy here on the channel. Once we pop out the joint, does it feel the same? This hand feels a little bit different than it did originally. It doesn't feel as solid in there. So I'm not crazy about that, but you know what? That's not the hand that fell off, so doesn't seem to be a problem. Just mentally for me, it's stressing me out. So I'll give her a 9 out of 10. But I love the sculpt. Very cool translation from because the Clone Wars has a very particular animated style, very distinct style. So very cool how I feel they were able to capture some of Ashley's features, Ahsoka's design, and Rosario's features as well to make it, you know, all blend together. Really, really blend it all in. Where it's like, oh, yeah, that's definitely Ahsoka. You know what I mean? Like, it just makes sense. And the way she just looks at you. It just looks so good. So really pleased with it. She looks so cool from all angles. I love this. I love this. Would definitely recommend if you're a Ahsoka fan, Clone Wars fan, if you're making an animated display, you got the Anakin, you got the Obi-Wan coming. Ahsoka is a must-have for your collection. Really impressed with her. Really excited to see, like I said, what other characters will get in the future. If they have the adjustable eyes, if they have the covered arm joints. Really curious to see where things go from here. So like I said, final score, giving her a 9 out of 10. Everything I score here on the channel is pretty high, because, hey, if I didn't like it in the first place, I wouldn't have bought it. So it has to be egregious. Something has to go completely wrong for me to give it a low score. Like I said, can't, with that one joint, give her a 10 out of 10. Although design-wise, I feel like she definitely hit that mark. So let me know your guys' thoughts on this new Hot Toy in the comment section down below. Do you think it looks right? Do you think it looks off? I know everyone... You know, I always see on every Facebook post, every announcement Hot Toys makes, some people say the sculpt knocks it out of the park. Some people be like, I don't know, I feel like things look weird. So I want to hear your guys' thoughts on this sculpt, on this figure. If you are ordering it for your collection, if you're a Hot Toy collector, if you're just an observer, that's fine as well. Would you like to have it? Let me know in the comment section down below. But I love her, and I'm so glad to have her in my collection. And I can't wait for the day that I can have like one of those cool IKEA cabinets and get like cool lighting and just have super cool Hot Toys displays. So, if you guys would like to make my dream come true, make sure you vote for me for the Maxim contest, because there is a humongous cash prize to the winner. Just insane. $25,000. That can buy me a few cabinets. Vote for me, reminder. No, but all seriousness, I can't wait to see her and the Anakin together. Oh, these are so cool. I always see people with dioramas, you know, action poses, fights and battles between their hot toys. They look so cool, and I can't wait to achieve that one day. In the meantime, though, that's not happening. So if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to go ahead and hit that like button. Comments for me, leave those down below. And of course, if you're not yet part of the Allie's Treasure Trove family, I'd love for you to join us here. Make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Also, before I get on out of this video, as we wrap it up, just shy of 40 minutes, of course, I do want to welcome 3 new patrons to my Patreon. We do have a new gemstone miner, David Mounts, and 2 new treasure hunters, John Harding and Riggs8508. But yes, welcome new patrons. And of course, now it is time for our regular patron shout out. So thank you so much to all of my patrons. In particular, we do have 12 gemstone miners. And in Bounty Hunter Breaks, David Mounts, Jack Perez, Keith Mita, Mako, Michael, Nate the Nemesis, Rees, Ryan, Stephen Olivo, and Stephen Bly. We also do have 4 Crystal Collectors, Anthony Ruiz, Evan Jones, Jason Strickland, and Joe Vaughn. Thank you so much again to all of my patrons. Whether any tier in which I say your name at the end of every video or not, it doesn't matter. I really appreciate your above and beyond support. And yesterday, I did post some more pictures. So if you guys have any feedback for me for that Maxim contest, which ones I should add to my profile, make sure you go check out that post. Because, yeah, right now, as of the time you guys are watching this video, you guys can go see that. Because I already did it the day that I recorded this. But yes, I love this AHSOKA. Wish I could give her a 10 out of 10. But like I said, trying to be an unbiased reviewer, just the hand joint. Not both of them, just the one here on the right. Just the one here on the right. Seems a little off. But so far, I mean, it stayed in place. So just something that is bothering me a little bit. Not enough to, like, really detract, but enough that, you know, I do need to mention it. But yes, I absolutely love the sculpt, love the design, love all of it. So I hope that you guys enjoyed it too. That does do it for me here in this one. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Take care, stay safe, and I hope you all will join me next time as we unearth some more treasures here on Allie's Treasure Trove. Bye!